Welcome to International Talks. Today we are going to talk about Nord Stream 2. This project was initiated in 2015 and it delivers gas from Russia to the European market through the Baltic Sea. In 2017, Nord Stream 2 AG signed a financial agreement with the 5 European energy companies: the French ENGIE, Austrian OMV, British-Dutch Royal Dutch Shell, and the German Uniper and Wintershall. These energy companies will share the burden of the cost, 50% of the total cost, which is around 9.5 billion euros. Twin system pipeline of approximately 1,200 kilometers long will deliver 55 billion cubic meters of natural gas to the European market. The project is already completed for 94%, and it is somewhat 150 kilometers short from being fully functional. 120 kilometers are left in the Dutch waters and about 30 kilometers in German waters. The fate of the project is a subject of a debate nowadays. As you know, since 2014, United States, along with European Union, have been consistently putting sanctions on the Russian Federation in response to the annexation of Crimea and occupation of the eastern parts of the Ukraine. The sanction list consists of different people from business sector, politicians, and even military agencies. However, we should focus on countering America's adversaries through Sanctions Act, which was enabled in 2017, and it directly opposes the construction of the Nord Stream 2. The National Defense Authorization Act of 2020 fiscal year put sanctions on any individual who sells or leases the vessels for the project. They may be immediately being revoked of the visa and their property may be blocked. The very same act of the 2021 fiscal year increases the sanctions on the vessels, and any entity or organization which is directly involved in technology upgrades or safety certifications will be also under sanctions. The exemptions are the governmental institutions and the governments of the EU, UK, Switzerland, and Norway. So, as we know, the United States does not put sanctions on the governmental entities. And as we know, Nord Stream 2 is directly connecting Russia to Germany, and the German Chancellor Angela Merkel is hoping to resolve the political problems with the new administration of the United States. And understandably so, they are very much involved in this project because the German energy giants Uniper and Wintershall are expected to gain billions of dollars out of the project. And Germany thus will be one of the biggest hubs in the Europe, overall having access to the 110 billion cubic meters of natural gas delivered by the Russian Federation. And furthermore, we should consider that European Parliament is not very happy with this project, and they have recently called on halt on the Nord Stream 2 after the opposition leader Alexei Navalny have been arrested. Although the effectiveness of the sanctions is still debatable, here are the results. In 2019, the main pipeline company Allseas withdrawn from the project due to the US sanctions. And since then, the project has been postponed because the ship Solitaire, which is the biggest and the fastest pipeline ship in the world with the laying speed of approximately 9 kilometers per day, in comparison to the Russian counterparts, Akademik Chersky or the Fortuna, with the capabilities of 1.5 kilometers per day, has been withdrawn from the project. In addition, the safety certification company DNV is also out of project due to the US sanctions. Through these years, Russians were saying that they will complete the project despite the US sanctions. However, the Gazprom finally admits that the project is under the risk of cancellation after the US put sanctions on the Russian pipeline ship Fortuna. Just recently, facing the prospect of being under US sanctions, 18 companies quit the project Nord Stream 2. Since 2018, Angela Merkel has changed her mind and she thinks that Nord Stream 2 is also a political issue and that the views of Ukraine, Baltic states and Poland who oppose the construction of the project has to be taken into account. Before that, she was thinking that this is only an economic issue and that Germany supports the diversification. However, we can clearly see that it is not a diversification since the source of the natural gas has not been changed. The economic effectiveness of the project also is questionable. We should not forget that 9.5 billion euros is not the final price tag of the project. In order to complete the whole system of gasification of the European market, we should take into account that additional infrastructure must be put in Russia and Germany. And if we take into account that only this onshore pipeline in Russia, which is called Ukhtatarjok 2, costs around 242 billion rubles, which is around $3.3 billion. It makes the project cost even more. If Russia wanted to increase its gas export to the European market, there are alternative ways that cost much more less than the construction of the Nord Stream 2. The first route lays through Baltic state Poland to German Greifswald, the second through Belarus, Poland to German Kienbaum, and the third through Belarus, Poland to the Austrian Baumgarten. First alternative road will cost 6 billion euros less than the construction of Nord Stream 2. The second will cost 7 billion euros less, and the third road will cost of about 10 billion euros less than the construction of the Nord Stream 2. Now, some may say that it is also because of the tariffs, and if you make a direct project to the Germany, you will bypass all the countries. However, the tariff difference between these projects is also minuscule. In case of the first alternative route, the difference in tariffs is almost zero. The same result goes with the second alternative route, and the third alternative route is even cheaper if you take into comparison the tariffs between the construction of Nord Stream 2 and the third alternative route. In conclusion, the project is yet to be completed. Both sides are saying that, in case of the US, that they're going to prevent this project to be completed, and the Russians are saying that they are going to finish the project despite the US position. However, the fate of the project is still unclear, and the results now may be debatable. And despite everything, I will keep you updated on the subject. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you like this video and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. If you haven't seen my other videos, just click and watch them. Until next time.